You said in March last year that we would be more secure, more prosperous and more influential, virtually in those words, if we stayed in the European Union. And now you want to take us out of it.
And I also said that the sky wouldn't fall in if we left the European Union.
So you have changed your mind, have you?
We gave people the choice.
You've changed your mind?
I'll answer that in a minute. We gave people the choice, Jeremy, and the British people decided to leave the European Union. Yeah. And I think it's important for them to see their politicians delivering on that choice and respecting the will of the people. And what I think...
Sure, OK. So you've changed your mind. There is nothing in this manifesto about getting rid of the monarchy, which is another thing you believe in, isn't it?
Look, there's nothing in there because we're not going to do it.
But you do believe in it, don't you?
Listen, it's not on anybody's agenda. It's certainly not on my agenda. And do you know what? I had a very nice chat with the Queen.
What I am now doing is...
Have you changed your mind?
I think there are huge opportunities for Brexit.
Have you changed your mind?
Jeremy, I know that you have used this tactic and you want...
I'm just trying to get an answer.
Yes,
that's all. You can say yes or no. I haven't changed my mind. Yes, I have changed my mind. Say what you like.
I take the view that we can make a success of Brexit. I take the view that the British people want us to make that success. Of course, Jeremy, as Prime Minister, I've been out there already ensuring that the negotiations are going to start, and I want to ensure that there's a strong hand in those negotiations. I believe in making a success of Brexit for the whole of the United Kingdom.
But you don't really believe in it, do you?
I believe in making a success of Brexit.
I would always favour banks being in public ownership. You said that in 2013. You do.
Well, I did say that.
But it doesn't get into the manifesto, does it?
Jeremy, what we seem to be struggling with here is an understanding of a process that brings about a manifesto.
No. What we're struggling
I am not a dictator.
How much this represents what you believe.
I am not a dictator who writes things to tell people what to do. This is a product of a process in our party. That's why I was elected leader of our party, to give a voice to the members and those that are affiliated to our party.
All right. Have you got a figure in your head as to how much it's worth paying to get out of this club?
It isn't a question of what it's worth paying to get out. It's a question of what is going to be the right deal for us to leaving the European Union, which will stop us from paying huge sums of money into the EU every single year, which will enable that we have control of our money and our borders and our laws.
But you wouldn't walk out, as David Davis says he would, if there was a request for $100 billion. You wouldn't walk out there.
We will be there to negotiate the right deal, but what I have said is no deal is better than a bad deal. We have to be prepared to walk out.
So you are prepared to walk away from the European Union with no deal?
No deal is better than a bad deal. And let me just tell you...
That wasn't exactly my question.
Yes,
my question was, are you prepared to walk away...
By definition, if I'm prepared to say that no deal is better than a bad deal, I want to get a good deal from the European Union. What I don't want is the sort of bad deal that some people are talking about. If you think about it, some people in Europe are talking about punishing us, and that would be a bad deal for us. Some people here in the UK talk as if they're willing to do anything to sign up to a deal with the European Union, and that would be a bad deal for us as well.
So
we need to negotiate and negotiate hard.
To leave the European Union with no deal?
As I say, no deal would be better than a bad deal.
You are prepared to leave the European Union with no deal?
I think you can take it, Jeremy. No deal would be better than a bad deal.
Yes, you've said that repeatedly.
Yes. But this manifesto fundamentally...
You persuade the cabinet, the shadow cabinet... No.
Oh, come on.
Couldn't
give us a
persuade the shadow cabinet to accept your basic principle, which you have adhered to for the whole of your adult life, that there should be nuclear disarmament. You promise in this to renew Trident.
There was a conference decision by the Labour Party, and as the leader of the party, I accept the democracy of our party. And
is that morally right?
In answer to the questions put earlier, I made the point that as Prime Minister, I will do all I can to bring about a nuclear-free world, because I'm horrified at the very idea, of a nuclear attack.
You promised to renew a nuclear weapon.
It's there in the
programme. Is that morally right?
Listen, it's there in our manifesto because our conference voted for it. I have to accept that decision.
Do you think
wait a minute,
it's morally right?
Can I finish? Can I finish? What I want to see...
I'm asking you
what I want to
simply,
see...
do you think it's morally right?
What I want to see is a nuclear-free world.
Everybody wants to see that.
I'm not so sure about
right? If
I'm not so sure about
If
I'm
that's
not
what
so sure
you believe,
about that.
Is it morally right to renew a nuclear deterrent?
That is the decision that's been taken. We will work for a nuclear-free world.
I know
we will work
answer.
through the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty to achieve that. That surely is something well worth doing.